Hey guys, Old Guy Gaming here, back again with another MTG Arena video, and tonight we're going to be doing Friday Night Magic from home with the Challenger Deck Challenge, I guess is what we're going in this calling this one. So real quick, just to get it out of the way real fast, I did not post videos Wednesday and Friday of this past week. I do apologize for that. Things have gone a little crazy in the world. I think we all know what we're talking about. I don't really want to kind of dive into all the details on that, but what I can say is I do hope that you and yours at home are all social distancing and taking care of yourself and washing your hands and doing all the things that you're supposed to do to try to help this world health crisis that we are currently in. So interestingly enough, the organization that I work in traditionally does not do a work from home policy. So when the leadership comes to you on a Thursday-ish and says, hey, we're going to let everyone go home and work from home, we need to get 20-some laptops ready to go and go. So not having that infrastructure in place was kind of it was an IT emergency, so to speak. So it was all hands on deck to kind of get that up and running. So that did really cut into Magic time and really did cut into editing times. So unfortunately, that didn't happen. So I do apologize for that. That having been said, though, I am currently myself on a half-on, half-off site social distancing schedule myself. This upcoming week, I am only leaving the house for groceries and work in 2 days. Where I work happens to be extraordinarily clean and extraordinarily sterile, and they are taking their extra efforts, so I'm not necessarily as concerned as I would be if I were going other places. But I'm still washing my hands thoroughly, hand sanitizing every other day. Like, this is going to be the most unmasculine thing you ever hear, but it's just murder on my hands, all this hand washing and hand sanitizing. It's just like drying my hands out, and it's just awful. I recognize there's worse things in the world going on. I recognize how, like, self-centered that sounds. I do apologize. But, like, it genuinely hurts. So anyway, so that's all I'm going to say on that particular topic. I do hope that you and yours are taking care of yourselves, and I do hope that this evades and we start flattening that curve as quickly as possible. So that's the end of that. Let's get into some Magic. So because of the world health crisis, Wizards has come to the rescue, sort of, and recognizes that not everybody can get out to their local gaming stores and actually play paper Magic. So they are running events for the next 3 weeks on Arena. Oddly enough, my venue of choice, mostly whenever I'm looking to get games in. So we're going to play some Friday Night Magic. So this particular one, you have the options for 4 different the Challenger decks they've made available to everyone. And of course, thank you, Wizards, for doing what you should do with events like this. This is a free event that you can play for as often as you want. Now, by the time you're seeing this video, you would have probably already participated in it because it is only good for this particular Friday that I'm recording this on. So I'm going to go through and play all 4 decks, and we're going to break that up into 2 different videos. So the rewards are relatively simple. You get, looks like rare wild cards throughout here, but it's a free event, so can't really complain too much. The trick here, of course, is if you do have a local game store, like I do, that is doing this, you can actually take some photos and you can actually go through and get your codes to actually get sleeves inside Arena. So if nothing else, it's kind of cool that they're doing something along the lines like that. So long story short, if you have the opportunity to do it, hopefully you have participated in this event. So let's take a look at some of the decks. We're just literally going to go down the line. I'm going to get the one out of the way that I'm not a particularly big fan of because it's not my particular play style. But let's get over it. This is someone asked me in the comments why I believe that Fires of Invention has not been banned in Standard, and this is the reason why. If you want my honest, genuine answer, it's because it is in this deck, because there are 4 copies of Fire of Invention. So this is like the Challenger decks. Let's kind of talk about what a Challenger deck is if you're new to Magic and don't really understand what they are. So when you start playing Magic, they have, and I've got a whole bunch of them behind me, they have these things called welcome decks, which are free Magic cards that they give out to anyone that wants to learn how to play the game. They are considered a starting point for a player to get your collection kicked off and started. What they are in reality is they're jam full of like commons and uncommons and jank rare, that is not really worth much of anything of value. They're not really worth the paper they're printed on, so to speak, but it gets you started with some cards and it really gets you idea with some of the baseline mechanics of the game. Where they recommend going from there is getting yourself a Planeswalker deck, have a bunch of those back there as well, and a Deck Builder's Toolkit so that you can get those 3 starter beginner products to kind of get you started on your Magic career. But if you wanted to participate in something like this, like if you were going to an actual store and actually playing Friday Night Magic, could you theoretically win a game or two, or actually have any chance or hope at all of doing anything in Friday Night Magic, unless you're storing certain particular events, probably not. Because they are very baseline decks. They're not really like super powerful in any stretch of the imagination. So what they did with Challenger decks was make some of the... They kind of gauged where the meta was at the time and said, these are the decks that we feel that are going to be pretty strong in the meta. So these decks are quite literally designed for you to pull off a shelf, crack open, sleeve up, and play in a Friday Night Magic event and have some semblance of an attempt to be actually to do well in an event like that. So that's what these are. Like, these are a little bit more powered up. They don't have every card that you need. More specifically, they tend to cheapen out whenever it comes to the dual lands or things like that, especially a deck like this. But there are some good cards in here. Like, there are some standard staples in this deck that are not bad. So for the price, if you are looking to get into Friday Night Magic and you don't really have a collection-based start up, this is actually an okay start, and then you can build into it. So let's kind of get into the Allied Fires deck. We've got 2 Omens of the Sea and 2 Fae of Wishes in here, or I'm sorry, 4 Omens of the Sea and 2 Fae of Wishes for the low end, 2 Banishing Lights, and we've got, of course, Saheeli. We've got two copies of Saheeli, 4 copies of Narset are in here, 3 Deafening Clarions. That's 3 rares already, or 6 rares so far that we've gone through. You do, of course, Kasmina. You also have Drawn from Dreams. There's another rare in there. That's 2 of those. 4 Fires of Invention. See what I'm saying? What I'm saying? Like, this is definitely above and beyond what they do for, like, a Planeswalkers deck that has, like, 4 rares and then whatever comes in the pack that you get. And then we're still going. We've got Kenrith in here for a Mythic. We've got a couple of Time Wipes. We've also got, of course, you know, Sarkhan in here as well. So, like, these decks are really, really good. They are jam-packed. And, of course, Ugin as well. They are jam-packed full of rares that this would really get a good collection started. Your baseline mana, of course, we've got two plains, 5 islands, 2 mountains, and then, of course, we've got your Temple of Enlightenment. We start getting into your rare lanes, your Tranquilities, your Steam Vents. I think they only give you 1 of those, though. Yes, they do. And then, of course, they cheapen out and give you the common dual land on top of that. The Temple of Epiphany they've got in here. 1 Temple of Triumph, not bad. And then you get the Wind-Scarred Crags to fill us out. And then the Interplanar Beacon. So this is one of the decks we're going to play today. I'm going to do both of these. I hope you don't mind. We're just going to do both of these right off the bat. And then the other one, of course, I'm looking forward to. So, like, I'm willing to go through Allied Fires to get to this one because this is one of the decks that I genuinely do enjoy. This is Cavalcade, and this was a really, really big deal. It's kind of tipped off a little bit, like mono red aggro is kind of really taken off. You don't see a lot of the Cavalcades. They are still out there and they're still worth it. But this one runs, if you want a Cavalcade deck, this is everything you want, like legitimately everything you want. Fever and Champions, you've got those. Scorch Pitchers, you've got those. 10th Street Dodgers, you've got those. Rimrock Knight, you can do this one if you want. It is kind of a cool little buy-in. Of course, it's got, 4 Steamkin, it's got 4 Cavalcades, Bone Crusher Giants, Light Up the Stage. Like, this is, like, you're missing probably 1 Chandra, but you do get the 4 Torments, and then you get an Ambercleave on top, because why not? And then the mana base is relatively simple with, 3 Castle and Brinson Mountains. So, this is not that far off from a standard red aggro deck right now. Right out of the box, pull it off the shelf, you could do well with this deck. So these are the 2 decks we're going to play tonight. So I do hope you enjoy the content. I know there's a lot of us now that are sitting at home, and I do appreciate that if you are sitting down watching this for an escape. I hope you do find some escape out of this and find some comfort in watching some Magic get played. Of course, if you would be so kind, hitting that like button, subscribe button really helps. I have had a huge spike during the course of this in subs. I do appreciate it. My lifelong goal, lifelong goal is 1,000 subscribers, and then once I've hit that, anything else I'm eternally grateful for. So if you like the content, like, subscribe, always helps out the channel. And in the meantime, let's go ahead and play in this a free event, shall we? So we're just, and this is the upside for this, is you can just continue to play and play and play. So let's go ahead and get a couple of decks in with Allied Fires. I guess what I'm gonna have to do, there are a couple of decks that legitimately are outside of my purview. Like the decks that I don't play normally because it's not necessarily my playstyle, that I probably should start doing videos on because of the number of viewers that we're pulling in. Just because it's not my playstyle doesn't mean it's necessarily not something that you would enjoy seeing. So maybe I should do a Jeskai Fires deck, like a legit Jeskai Fires deck, a legit Sultai Ramp. Maybe we'll start doing some of those during the course of those. So those decks will be coming because I've got some more free time at home now that I can record some videos and edit videos. That's really the big one. The recording ones is super easy. It's the because it's just I can just record me playing Magic. That's fantastic. That's easy. It's the getting down and doing the editing time that really takes the bulk of it. I know. Woe is me. Feel sorry for me. We ended up with a fantastic draw, by the way, because we have all the colors that we could possibly need. Yeah, I think I'm going to keep that. I think I'm going to keep both. Let's go Drawn from Dreams first. Brineborn Cutthroat, you say? Ooh. I'm looking forward to playing this deck later. This deck needs, I mean, it has a ton of Planeswalkers in it, but this is basically Jeskai Super Friends. It's really what this is. Let's go ahead and pull this one down. Wouldn't mind that in that order. Sure. It's going to get really interesting here real quick. This is the thing with these mid-rangey decks. They do take their time. No, we can skip on that. Where do we want to go from here? Let's find out if they've got anything to counter it. Let's see if we can pull the counters out of their hand. Because it's really what I want to do. I'm genuinely anticipating... Oh, I'm surprised, actually. I actually was expecting that to get countered with a... I don't know, Frailed Mystic would have been my guess. Sure. Very nice. Very nice. Good job. Very nice. So what that told me is that he didn't have a counter spell, so he had to find a way to work around that. So now he's going to cast a Brineborn, I would assume. Oh, even better. Oh, even better. Oh, he does have it. Nice job. I would have thought that he wouldn't have had that. So he either drew that or... Ugh. Nice job. Yeah, no, we're going to start taking a beating now. Where do we want to go with this? That does kind of stink. Saheeli works. Saheeli works. Not enough, though. Yeah, no, he perfectly played that, so I'm going to give him full credit on that. Yep. So we are going to call a good game on this one. He had that quench in the right time, because if that wouldn't have worked, if his entire border would have been wiped out, we'd have been able to sit down and build that one up, but probably telegraphed that time warp a little bit too early. That's why, like, me and Jeskai, like, we just don't... Multicolors decks in general are not necessarily my thing, but I am playing it so everyone else can kind of get an idea. So, like, if someone like me who is A, not very good at them, and B, doesn't really like them, can do okay, then someone who's really into Jeskai should be able to do quite well. Jaybird, I wonder if that is... Might be somebody I know. Like, in person. Like, actual human being who may be part of my local gaming group. I don't know their normal username, so I'm not going to assume anything, but that's interesting. So you know who you are. If you see this video and you see your name in here, you and I played Friday Night Magic tonight, just like we normally would. So we're going to go ahead and drop that, because we're really going to get to Deafening Clarion. Is really what we want to get to. Because Jeskai Fires, that's what we didn't see the last turn. Fires is really what we want to get to. So is he going to pull down the... Oh my god. How many Deafening Clarions can we go with? Sure.
My creations are things of beauty.
That's where Sarkhan comes in, just for the record. So now he is going to go for Lovestruck Beast. Sure.
Is destruction your only art?
Potentially. That could be true. We'll just do 3 damage, because that means that that creature can't attack. And I can just keep that up all day, baby. Because Jeskai here has got fires. Because once fires goes down... Oh, cool. I was going to say, I assume he's going to get rid of Saheeli. That's fine. That's fine. We're going to hold for now. This is where, like, Drawn for Dreams comes in. You can just start casting your whole hand. Ooh, even better. Cast all those creatures.
Sacrifices must be made.
Interesting choice. So, let's go... we're going to go with the alternate cost. Thank you very much. And we're going to hold. Because we're a control deck. We don't have to do anything. At some point in time, we are going to want to deal with Vraska. Another mana would be amazing. Sure. Interesting to burn yourself down on mana. That's an interesting decision. We'll cast Jeskai Fires for 0. Does he have lifelink? No, he does not. I am getting a little concerned here. An extra mana will be super helpful. Yep, here we go. Yeah, she gets to 8. I'm really going to be concerned. I genuinely need a mana so I can start pinging her down. And that's okay. We'll just take care of that next turn. He actually helped us out by doing that. So what we want is we want another mana so that we can go through Deafening Clarion twice. Oh, it would come in tapped, wouldn't it? Another extra mana to get Ugin down, and we're rocking. That works too. Is he debating something, or did this game just crash? I've had this happen, like, they had that update yesterday. I've had this happen twice, so I'm hoping... Okay. I am hoping that that's not the game crashing. So, we're going to deal 3 damage. Wipe out his board state. I am curious as to why I can't do Deafening Clarion again. Interesting. That's lovely. That's just lovely. Well, the upside is he can't swing at me and I can't swing at him.
Pain is weakness, leaving the body.
So, let's go here. We're going to go alternate costs. We're Where do I want to go with this one? I think we're good for now. I'm going to draw cards whenever we're done here. Because I think I can just keep doing his ability if I'm not mistaken. Valmir Knight, excellent. He's going to draw cards off this. We just need our win condition. We need something in the air. Sarkhan going down is actually kind of a pain in the butt. But that is Jeskai for you. Come on. What you got? Sure. That's going to be interesting. I'm absolutely Deafening Clarion next turn, by the way. Sure. He's going to sacrifice one of the 1/1s? Absolutely. Why not? We're going to draw a card. Target player's going to be me. Oh, very nice. Narset. That'll shut down his ability to burn. Yeah, no, we're good. To continue to draw. Lucky Clover is not going to assist him in that. We need something to defend her, though. But is going to help me rifle through my deck. Come on. I don't know what he's holding up on. Woo! Perfect. Alternate cost here. And this is what Jeskai Fires does, by the way. We just start going through and filtering through all this fun stuff. Alternate cost there. Gain some life. And this is where this deck starts getting out of control.
I know 88 ways to defeat you. Pick one.
We're going to activate her ability, draw some cards. Omen from the Sea, I guess, will work. No, let's kill.
Curious tactic. Another. Your past is unwritten.
Why can I not cast these again? Got it. You can cast spells only during the turn and can cast no more than 2 spells each turn. That's what it is. That's what it is. That's the part that I'm missing. What creature cards do I have down there? Nothing. I've cast no creatures, so I can't put any creatures out. I can draw cards. I can gain life. I can put a +1/+1 counter on. Okay, so if we're going to do that, we are definitely going to draw cards. Nope. That's not gonna help. And then he's gonna Murderous Rider the other ones. Yeah, this is just me and Jeskai not agreeing. And then he's just gonna go in and kill Ugin. Yep, so if I'm playing this wrong, somebody let me know. Probably should have Deafening Clarion before I did 2 Planeswalkers. That was probably my bad there. Yep. Sure. Why not? Absolutely. Sure. Well, we can't let that continue to happen. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So, let's get rid of his ability to attack. It does give me more opportunity to draw, so let's kick that and go there. So I can cast this over on his turn, draw some more cards. We need to be able to get some stuff out now. The upside is he's got what? I was going to say, I was wondering when he was going to start getting more than just these. I'm looking at the timer now. I think we're going to be playing a little bit of a longer video. I hope you don't mind. If you guys are... Oh my goodness. Stupid Lucky Clover. Can't believe that's an uncommon. I really, like... I still can't believe that is an uncommon, that they just printed that like that. But, oh well. And again, I'm not saying it's super powerful. I just... In this particular instance, it's super frustrating. There's his 1/1. So we're going to draw... Saheeli, maybe. That might help. So we're going to go here. Do not want that. Anything... We've got no artifacts, so... that might help. Oh, I should have tossed that in the bottom. There we go. Comes a copy of a target artifact or creature you control. Okay, yeah, so that's not going to actually help. That actually is not going to help us at all. I think we're dead, kiddos. That's okay. It's what I deserve. Just Jessica and I are not friends. Yeah. That time warp is gonna come one turn too late. The sea is just gonna swing for the fences. I don't know why he's casting so much, because now he doesn't have the black mana to pump. I might survive this. Oh no. That was sufficient enough. He had all the knights. Alright. That's enough of Jeskai. I've had my fun with fires. That's probably how the regular deck's gonna work out too for me. So let's get into a little bit more fun. So we've got 27 minutes in. Let's get into these. Will be faster games. These will be much faster games because it's Cavalcade. Watch, I'm gonna play somebody against Jeskai. I'm cursing myself right now. I'm gonna be playing the Jeskai deck. Oh yeah. Oh yes, please. Oh, I love it. You get the lightning bolt thing and everything. Oh my goodness. You get another mana. Like, this is quite literally, this is the formula for how to win a turn by game 4. Quench? Sure is. It's okay. Still not worried. Because what that means is he can't quench one of these. What's he got? Or can he? Can he? Wildborn Preserver. Interesting. I'm just going to activate ability and say you can't block me and go, woo! Yeah, that's going to be useful. You're going to regret that, my friend. I was going to say, let's get all the counter spells out of his way now. Oh, you clockwork, you go there. So I got to pull all those counters out. I didn't even look at the decks ahead of time to have any idea how many are in there. Sure. So what we want is another man. Oh, that works too. That works too. So let's see if he lets this one go. He does, interestingly enough. I was going to say, he's saving it. Darn it, I didn't know if he had it or not. Nope, you burned all your mana on it. That's okay. There's our ace in the hole there, kids. I can't possibly imagine that he's got more. Why? Why would you do it? No. No. Let's find out if he's got that counter or not. Sure does. Well, because oddly enough, now I still get the creature, though. Oh, no, I don't. 6, 7, 8. Can I take the 8 damage? Probably not. He's just had how many counter spells? Just the 2? But the 2 for Mystic, so it's 4. So 4 of his top 13 cards have all been counter spells. 6, 7, 8. I just have to let that go. And counter, we're going to lose. Just for on the same page. If he's got it, if he's got the counter, it's coming right here. He does not. That's saying something at least. Nightbook Ambasher. Yep. No, well played. We are good there. Ugh. I feel like we're getting all of our counter decks. We can't even get one win? One? This is one I was really confident was just going to burn right through, but like, oh no, 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 we're gonna pair you up against the perfect counters for you. I don't know if it was a perfect counter. I mean, I thought we had the perfect hand up, but 4 counter spells in his top 13 cards. Okay, I couldn't get anything down, and that's what happens with. That is what happens when you get the counter decks for that. Oh, that's frustrating. Oh well. It is what it is. By this point in time, I'd be out of Friday Night Magic, by the way, just for the record, because I don't know how big your events are, but we are a smaller store, so we'd 0-3 ought to be out by now. I'd be playing for giggles at this juncture, or starting up a draft. Okay, much better. Much better. Again, that's where the Bonecrusher Giant doesn't fit here. I'd almost rather have Shock. And simply because it doesn't fit into the model of what you're trying to do with a Cavalcade deck. He definitely fits in. This one, yeah, but you can kind of get there for spells. I have my concerns on where this is going to go. Are we playing the same deck? Are we going to match up against the same deck every time? That'll be so much fun. Yep. Oh boy, I can't wait to get countered every time with everything we do. Quench. Look at that. That's amazing. This again. I'm going to do this again. Okay. Maybe we'll have better luck this time. Probably not, but maybe we'll have better luck this time. Nope. Well, he's only got 1, so maybe he doesn't have Quench. Or he does, he's just going to make me spend the 2 mana. That's probably more correct. What's he going to do? Unsummon it? Like, what do you got? Wildborn Preserver. Cool. Haha. Touche, my young friend. Before you even get to declare him as a blocker. There we go. And he's going to go opting for another counterspell. Frailed Mystic, I assume. I assume he's got 2 of them in his hand at this juncture. Oh, I really want this to land, but it's not going to. But if I'm going to have something countered, I'd rather have this countered than the Cavalcade. Interesting. Nope. He can still cast the Frailed Mystic, but he's not countering a spell to do it. Nightbook Ambusher. There we go. So my suspicion is he's going to do nothing on this turn. So I don't even know why he's thinking about it. Because if he casts a spell, he loses the free wolf. Just let it go. Just let it go. You really don't have anything you want to do. He probably has another one in hand. He's just going to kill my Bone Crushing Giant. That's fine. So now he's going to cast the other one. I don't understand the logic behind that, to be perfectly honest with you. Okay. So we know he's got counterspells. What would we rather have counterspelled? In this instant, I'd rather have Chandra counterspelled than the Cavalcade. So this is going to be Frilled Mystic. Or not. Or not. That's interesting. Alright, so
Don't worry. I brought company.
I'm a little wary of his response to that. So I'm not losing real creatures here. I want to play this one a little bit careful. Because I assume he's going to put something down here to block. Either a Frailed Mystic or a Nightbook Ambusher, Wildborn Preserver. Sure. 2 of them, no less. Cool. Now, if I'd have gone in with everything, he'd have killed Chandra the next turn. Works for me. What we really need is a Torbrand now. Because he's probably going to cast the Wolf. Would be my guess. Which maybe we can get a turn of survival. So I don't need to block both of these. I just need to block one.
Hey, I'm meditating here.
Oddly enough, we get that back.
Don't worry. I brought company.
Let's see what he's got. Nightbook Ambusher, as anticipated. He's probably going to bump one of those up. Which does give us some free time here to potentially pull something great. Let's be hopeful, kids. Sure. Ooh, absolutely. So how much does he dedicate to trying to take Chandra out? He could swing with everything. He's going to lose. Okay. Mm-hmm. Yes, yes, I have another. He's got a counterspell. That's why he's not nearly as worried. No, you can have her. He's either going to counterspell or he's going to another Nightbook Ambusher. One or the other. Ugh, that's where this is such a great combo. Yeah, I feel like we're not getting... Like, we had a really good opening hand in the first one. But alas... Alas... all of our cards are going against us today, and nothing that's actually going to help us. He's going to counterspell this. Oh, interesting. Did not expect that. Yeah, no, we're going to lose this one, so we might as well... I meant to do the other one. Oh, well, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We're just going to go ahead and concede here. So, alright, so my first 4 games in Friday Night Magic, not very good. So, we'll check in the next video to see how hopefully we can get those ones. Like, I genuinely thought those, like, we had some good opening hands. The Jeskai one was kind of like my own, not really knowing how to play Jeskai. I can accept that, but this one here, I get the same deck twice in a row, the Flash deck. So, Simic Flash is pretty darn good against Mono Red, just for the same record. So, anyway, if you enjoyed the video, like, subscribe, let me know in the comments down below how you did in the event. And until next time, guys, we shall see you in the arena. This video was brought to you in no small part by our patrons. If you would like to help out the channel, go to www.patreon.com/oldguygamingmtga, and thank you for your support.